I went to the woods because I wished to live deliberately, to front only the essential facts of life, and see if I could not learn what it had to teach, and not, when I came to die, discover that I had not lived. Every morning was a cheerful invitation to make my mind of equal simplicity, and I may say innocence, with nature herself. We need the tonic of wildness at the same time that we are earnest to explore and learn all things. We require that all things be mysterious and unexplorable, that land and sea be indefinitely wild, unsurveyed and unfathomed by us because unfathomable. We can never have enough of nature. Live in each season as it passes. Breathe the air, drink the drink, taste the fruit, and resign yourself to the influence of the earth. In the morning, I bathe my intellect in the stupendous and cosmogonal philosophy of the Bhagavad Gita, since whose composition years of the gods have elapsed, and in comparison with which our modern world and its literature seem puny and trivial. And I doubt if that philosophy is not to be referred to a previous state of existence. So remote is its sublimity from our conceptions. I lay down the book and go to my well for water, and lo, there I meet the servant of the Brahman, priest of Brahma and Vishnu and Indra, who sits still in his temple on the Ganges reading the Vedas, or dwells at the root of a tree with his crust and water jug. I meet his servant come to draw water for his master, and our buckets, as if it were great together in the same well. The pure Walden water is mingled with the sacred water of the Ganges. I find it wholesome to be alone the greater part of the time. To be in company, even with the best, is soon wearisome and dissipating. I love to be alone. I never found the companion that was so companionable as solitude. If with closed eyes I consult consciousness for a moment, immediately are all walls and barriers dissipated. Earth rolls from under me, and I float in the midst of an unknown and infinite sea, or else heave and swell like a vast ocean of thought. without rock or headland, where are all riddles solved, all straight lines making their two ends to meet. Eternity and space gambling familiarly through my depths. I am from the beginning, knowing no end, no aim. No sun illumines me, for I dissolve all lesser lights in my own intenser and steadier light. I am a restful kernel in the magazine of the universe. Men are constantly dinging in my ears their fair theories and plausible solutions of the universe. But ever there is no help, and I return again to my shoreless, islandless ocean. In my better hours, I am conscious of the influx of a serene and unquestionable wisdom. What is that other kind of life to which I am thus continually allured, which alone I love? Are our serene moments simply a transient realization of what might be the whole tenor of our lives? To be calm, to be serene, there is the calmness of the lake where there is not a breath of wind. So it is with us. Sometimes we are clarified and calmed healthily as we never were before in our lives. Not by an opiate, but by some unconscious obedience to the all-just laws, so that we become like a still lake of purest crystal. And without an effort, our depths are revealed to ourselves. All the world goes by us and is reflected in our deeps. Such clarity. Silence is the communion of a conscious soul with itself. If the soul attend for a moment to its own infinity, then and there is silence. She is audible to all, at all times, in all places. Heaven is under our feet, as well as over our heads. The millions are awake enough for physical labour, but only 1 in a million is awake enough for effective intellectual exertion. Only 1 in 100 millions to a poetic or divine life. To be awake is to be alive. I have never yet met a man who was quite awake. How could I have looked him in the face? We must learn to reawaken and keep ourselves awake, not by mechanical aids, but by an infinite expectation of the dawn, which does not forsake us in our soundest sleep. Only that day dawns to which we are awake. There is more day to dawn. The sun is but a morning star. If the day and the night are such that you greet them with joy, and life emits a fragrance like flowers and sweet-scented herbs, is more elastic, more starry, more immortal, that is your success. All nature is your congratulation, and you have cause momentarily to bless yourself. I learned this, at least by my experiment, that if one advances confidently in the direction of their dreams and endeavours to live the life which they have imagined, they will meet with the success unexpected in common hours. If you have built castles in the air, your work need not be lost. That is where they should be. Now, put the foundations under them. The greatest gains and values are farthest from being appreciated. We easily come to doubt if they exist. We soon forget them. They are the highest reality. Perhaps the facts most astounding and most real are never communicated. Rather than love, than money, than fame, give me truth. Time is but the stream I go a-fishing in. I drink at it. But while I drink, I see the sandy bottom and detect how shallow it is. Its thin current slides away, but eternity remains.